up, Taters, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be going over the new YOUNGLA for Her balance collection that is dropping this Friday, August 1st at 12 p.m. PST, 2 p.m. CST, and 3 p.m. EST. And of course, as always, I will be sharing a countdown over on my Instagram stories the day of launch. Just in case you guys need a little extra reminder, you can turn on the notifications for that. It will notify you on your phone when the launch does go live. And as always, before we get into this haul, let's go ahead and go over my height, weight, and measurements. I am 5'8", I'm about 150 pounds. My measurements are 36, 29, 42. That is a bust, waist, hip ratio. And I, of course, will be sharing what size I choose to get in every single item. In first item from the balance collection, we are going to be going over the crossback sports bras, which is what I have on here. These sports bras are going to come in 5 different colorways. I have the black colorway on hand, as well as the taupe colorway. But we are also going to be getting these in a white, cream, and gray colorway as well. And in these sports bras, I did choose to stick to my typical size medium. I love the way that these fit. Now, these sports bras are going to be a little bit more compressive. These honestly feel super, super supportive. So I think any cup size will be able to fit in these, and you're gonna feel like you're being really, really held in. I also love the crisscross back detailing that we're gonna get on these and the very minimal logoing that we get on the back of these. Now, with these sports bras, we are not going to get any adjustable straps. Like I said, these are very compressive and supportive. So I would go ahead and stay true to size on the sports bras like you normally would. And then these sports bras are going to come with removable cup pads in them. And then you're also going to get this kind of like mesh layering on the inside, which is going to help kind of wick sweat. And here is what the taupe colorway looks like on. Again, I stuck to my typical size medium. Love the way that these fit. Love the gorgeous detailing in the back of these. All right, and next up we have the new balance tanks, which is what I have on here. This one is in the white colorway. We are gonna get 5 different colorways in these. And then I also have the brown and taupe colorway on hand. So these are the color differences between the brown and taupe. And then we are also gonna get these in a black as well as a gray. These are going to be a little bit more of a long line tank. So these are gonna sit perfectly with the new leggings that are gonna be dropping. And these are going to have that really nice, buttery, soft, almost Lululemon-like material. So I love the way that these feel. And then really quickly going over all the details of these tanks, we are going to get a built-in sports bra on the inside of these. So I went ahead and flipped one of the tanks inside out so that you can see the sports bra does go all the way around. You do have removable cup pads in these, and you get that same kind of mesh material that you do on the sports bra. So it does kind of help wick sweat a little bit more. And then these tanks are going to come with adjustable straps so you can tighten and loosen as you need. And then really quickly wanted to show you guys a full 360 of the tanks. Here is the white colorway on, and here is the back of the white colorway, and here is the taupe colorway and the back of the taupe colorway, and then here is the brown colorway and the back of the brown colorway. And on all of the colorways of the tanks, we are going to get very, very minimal logoing on the back of the tanks. And then in all of these tanks, I did choose to stick to my typical size medium. I love the way that these fit. I would suggest staying true to size. All right, and next up we have the new Balance leggings, which I do have on here. I do have on the black colorway, and I will also be trying on the brown colorway for you guys, but we will also be getting a gray, taupe, and cream colorway in these leggings as well. I brought you guys down, and then I did also scrunch the tank up just a little bit so that we can go over all the details of the leggings. Now these again are going to be a buttery soft material. They feel almost Lululemon-like. Now with these, since I am 5'8", I'm noticing these are hitting me more of like a capri length just because I am on the taller side. So for any of my taller girls, probably 5'8" and above, I would say that these are going to fit you a little bit more like capris than a full length legging. And with these leggings, they are going to be a little bit more of a low rise legging. Kind of hike mine up just a little bit to where I would personally like to wear leggings. And the back of these leggings are also going to be more of a low rise. The waistband is completely straight all the way across. And then on the waistband, we do get a little double lined piece here. There is not a lot of compression in these leggings. I did choose to stick to my typical size large. They are a little bit tighter in the leg portion of the leggings. However, in the waist section, I am noticing that they are just a little bit looser. So if you don't want these to kind of risk shuffling down, I would suggest sizing down in these if you are in between sizes. However, if you do have bigger legs, thicker thighs, kind of a bubblier butt, I would suggest staying true to size on these. And then we are going to get the slightest little V stitching on the glutes here just to kind of help add to the glutes. And then we are going to get stitching down both sides of the legs on these leggings, as well as all the way around the waistband and on the inner thigh. And then we are going to get a single stitch going down the glutes. There is no butt scrunch here, no hidden butt scrunch. This is just a single seam. And then you are going to get a very discreet little YOUNGLA logo. Going over cellulite coverage and squat test of these. As you can see, I'm not seeing any cellulite here. Since the material on these is a little bit thinner, I would just be wary on the lighter colors. They might risk showing cellulite just a little bit more than the darker colors. Then going in for a squat test on these. I'm not seeing anything show through, so I would say that these are squat proof. With that, I do want you guys to keep in mind that I do always wear nude underwear, but I like how these aren't quite as sheer as sometimes that buttery soft material can be. All right, and here is the brown colorway on. As far as cellulite coverage goes on these, I am noticing just a little bit of rippling here on my thighs. I think, like I said earlier, because these are a little bit of a thinner material, these are going to risk not providing a ton of cellulite coverage. And then going in for a squat test on these. Again, I'm not seeing anything show through on these. I think these do pass the squat proof test and they aren't too sheer. And then the last item that we're gonna be getting are some new Balance zip ups. These are going to be a full zip up jacket. I love these. I did choose to get these in a size extra large just because I like my hoodies to be a little bit more oversized and cozy. And then something that I like to do with oversized jackets is zip it up about like 3/4 of the way, maybe half of the way, and then do a little slouch off the sleeves. I love styling oversized jackets like this. And these jackets are going to come in 4 gorgeous colorways. We of course are going to get the black colorway, which I have on here. We're going to get this taupe colorway, as well as a gray and a white colorway. And with these zip ups, they are completely free of logos except for a little bit of stitching in the hood. As you can see right there, it says YOUNGLA, but it's in the same color as the jacket, so it's not super out there. Minimal logoing throughout this entire launch. And the inside material of these jackets is super soft, but it's also super thin. So these are going to be the perfect lightweight jacket just to kind of layer on top of pieces. And then this is what the taupe colorway looks like on paired with the brown. I love pairing these two like neutral browns. I love all of the neutrals that they did in this drop. And then I wanted to show you guys just kind of a full 360 of what an extra large looks like on me. With these jackets, don't feel like you have to size up in these. I just personally like my jackets to be a little bit more oversized. You can stay true to size on these and they're gonna fit you perfectly. Well, that is everything that I have on hand from this drop. That is not everything that's going to be dropping. They are also going to be dropping some more of the padded thongs that they've dropped in the past. However, this is going to be a full neutral pack. So you are gonna get a black pair as well as 2 different shades of nude in there. So for any of my girls that do struggle with camel toe, especially under certain types of materials of leggings and shorts, these are perfect for that. They do have kind of like a padded middle piece in there. So you get my drift as to why they are essential. And then for sizing reference in these padded thongs, I do grab a size medium. Alrighty, my taters, that is everything that is going to be dropping this Friday from the Balance collection from YOUNGLA for Her. Hope this try on haul was helpful for you guys. As always, if you have any questions at all, please feel free to drop them down below in the comments, message me over on my Instagram, or message me over on my Snapchat. I am more than happy to answer any questions that you guys may have. And as always, don't forget to use code TATER. It will save you 15% off of any YOUNGLA or YOUNGLA for Her purchase, and it does help directly support me. So thank you. I seriously can't tell you guys thank you enough. So every single video, I'm gonna tell you guys thank you because it literally means everything to me. Like, y'all have no idea how much your support means. All right, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you later, taters. Is this giving teddy bear? I feel like it is. All this brown. My hair is like the same color as this taupe. Just a walking teddy bear. That's what I am. And y'all are my Pookie Bears. So I guess it works out. Also, I wanted to go ahead and mention here on the YouTube video, just in case any of you don't have me on Instagram or Snapchat, there is going to be a YOUNGLA Miami event. So they're going to be hosting an event for the public on August 15th through the 16th in Miami, Florida. So if you guys want to attend, the tickets are live. They are on the YOUNGLA website. I think they're like $10 for both days, and you get free t-shirts on both days. There's going to be huge meet and greets. I'm going to be there. So if you are going, please let me know, and please come and say hi. I want to chat with you guys. I want to get to know you guys. I want to give you guys huge, ginormous teddy bear hugs. Okay. Maybe I wear this fit there, you know, that would just be fitting. But anyways, yeah, just wanted to go ahead and let you guys know that the tickets are live for that, and I will see you there. So yeah, I'm going to go edit this for you guys. That way you have all the 411, all the info, everything that you may possibly need for this drop. I love you all so much, and I will see you later.